Yo, what's up guys? Welcome to another video. No, this is not going to be an electronics video, but well, let me just turn off this light. Yeah, but this is going to be a DIY video, and in this video I'll show you guys how you can put whatever design you want onto your t-shirt, and yeah, that's basically it. Anyways, how do you paint your own custom designs onto a t-shirt? Basically, we are creating a stencil of the design of your choice and then sticking that stencil to the t-shirt and then painting the voids in the stencil, and then yeah, that's about it. That's the whole process. But there exist small nuances which you should know, and that's what I'll tell you now. Yeah, so the first things first, choose the t-shirt of your choice, iron it to remove any wrinkles in the area where you want to put the design, and next print out the design. Make sure it's not too complicated. It does not involve complicated turns and cuts and stuff, because cutting complicated things is really hard and the precision just goes on reducing as the details increase. Once you have your design, this is where the sticking part comes in. You're not using glue, you're not using any Fevistick to stick it onto your t-shirt. You'll be using plastic. Well, how? Yeah, let's see. So you can use any transparent plastic, any stuff lying at home. Just take the plastic, cut it out to the size of your design, put it below your design, and use an iron, heat it up properly, and then iron it out so that the plastic sheet sticks to your design. Here, take a couple of trials, make sure the heat is not more, and depending on the thickness of the sheet, it might need more or less heat. Come to a proper consistency so that the plastic sheet sticks to the design uniformly and you get a really nice and nice coat of plastic behind the design. Once you've got that done, it's time to cut your design. Now, the outcome of this process, the cutting, depends on how patient you can be with this thing. This is a pen knife. This thing is like, can hold it and like cut it easily. You can get one of these are called as X-Acto knife. These are pretty cheap, or you can use any other sharp knife, but the better control you have, the better cuts you can make. So I would recommend a X-Acto knife. So grab a knife, put on some music. No, not that kind. Something like that. Yeah, something peaceful and calm. Start cutting. Take your time. Do not hurry up. Go easy on the cuts. Try to make cuts as big as possible and do not lift your knife. So make bigger cuts so that there are less points where the paper gets sliced into small fringes. Once you cut it wholly, you will end up with something like this. You will end up with something like this, a stencil with the shape cut out and with the plastic behind. So now you place your stencil on the t-shirt, iron it again so that the stencil sticks to your t-shirt properly. And once you got that done, once you know it's stuck to the t-shirt properly, place something behind your stencil before starting to paint so that paint doesn't seep into the backside. Yeah, use something like cardboard, not something like I did. Yeah, use something like a cardboard. That's a better choice. Use a fabric paint to fill in the voids in the stencil. You can choose any methods for painting. You can use a brush like I did, or you can just dab it with a sponge. Yeah, anything works. For me, I feel like the paint brush gives me a better control over the edges. I would recommend maximum of 2 to 3 layers of paint, because if you exceed 3 to 4 layers, you'll end up with a very thick paint, and that paint will start cracking up once you wash it like a few times. Also, while painting, make sure you don't. Okay, I should like stop this. Make sure you don't rush in with the painting. Don't splash paint all over the t-shirt like I did. Yeah, so, and if you do splash and make some errors, do not go and wipe it with the cloth when it's wet. Wait for it to dry, and then I'll tell you how to remove it. remove the stencil before the paint dries completely, because if the paint dries completely, it'll stick with the paper and it'll be hard to remove it, and it can like ruin your design. Coming to texts, it is pretty much the similar story, but texts tend to have like sharp edges and small nooks and crannies which it's hard to cut, so be extra careful with the texts. And also with letters like O's and G's where you have center circles, cut those circles separately and then keep them so that you can place it on the t-shirt later along with the main stencil, and iron those also along with the stencil to get the shape. Yeah, so how to remove the splashes, mistakes? If you have any mistakes and splashes, just let the splashes to dry and use any coarse material or even the knife to just scrape it off. That's a better way to remove the mistakes. Once the paint dries like about 8 hours or plus, you can flip the shirt around and iron it from the back side of the design so that the paint fixes on the shirt better. Once you get acquainted with the process well enough, you can go and try something more complicated like this, even multiple colors, mixing it up. Well, I guess that's about it, guys. Thank you for watching. Give a thumbs up if you liked it. Yeah, subscribe if you want to watch more videos. I will keep making more videos because I want to get better at it, and tell me how I can improve the videos, spread the word. I need to gain more subscribers. I need to stop. Also, don't forget to smile. Also, stay curious and do not forget to ask why? This is fun.